The bear literally told us that Tether is not safe. I repeat, maybe their new stablecoin for Americans are still not safe. And then Uphold confirmed what the small-minded people won't admit. 4 digits, here we come. Let us investigate. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP's around $3.12. 1, 2, 3. Let us begin. There it is, and here it is, guys. What a beautiful sight to see. Now, guys, here's the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. Please like this video, guys, if you guys are going to enjoy it. Now, Uphold tweets out one more time. XRP just hit $1,000. What's your next move? This is from Uphold, and not to mention, wait a second, 1111 timestamp. Make a wish. What's Uphold's wish? $1,000 per XRP. I'm telling you, it's possible. Literally, guys, the exchanges stating this are in collusion with other exchanges that are manipulating prices to go higher and lower BTW. If you guys haven't realized, okay, they're the one, not me. Even though our belief is 4 digits, but they are also backing our idea up with what red alerts have told us. XRP just hit $1,000. What are you tweeting? And then let's try this again. XRP just hit $1,000. What's your next move? And then they just tweet this out. 1, 2, 3. It all comes by threes, guys. Okay. So is XRP going to really truly hit $1,000 one day? In my honest opinion here, I do believe it. Why? Because the financial system, you guys have to realize, Swift is outdated. Number one, that needs to change or get cannibalized. Number two is every 1,000 years, okay? Every 1,000 years, there's a new currency that takes over. Okay, you guys realize this, right? It's a program, it's a cycle that keeps repeating. It's a loop, guys. So it's guaranteed that it's going to happen, but I'm thinking it's going to be paired with XRP. You guys, okay? Now, for Mr. Poole, today, 913 timestamp planned. Right, planned. $1,000 could be planned here. Binance, another major exchange, stated this right here. They're all tweeting like these cryptic tweets, guys, right? Messages. Now, this would mean no limits, it seems like. No limits, guys. No limits, huh? Exactly. What does no limits mean? You guys realize there is no cap, right? There is no maximum target it could reach, right? Just look at Bitcoin. Even though I know people are gonna bring up market cap, but that's why I don't like to bring it up. But Bitcoin, people doubted when it to even reach $10 or even a dollar. Yeah, kind of maybe. Yeah, probably even $1, right? But 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, next $1 million. Okay, people are going to keep doubting along the way until the collapse appears. But no, this is what Mr. Poole told us. This is what Mr. Poole actually told us. Okay, that there will be an overnight flip switch. You guys see, this is how it moves, guys. This is XRP's. This is when it reaches $1,000. This is 4 digits. Okay, I don't know the exact price of this, but it's definitely 4 digits. This area right here. Okay, I'm thinking this chart is log as well, right? It's log, so the numbers will jump crazy. Okay. So Mr. Poole told us that it's gonna happen, guys. Though this chart suggests that if we do follow Mr. Poole's chart, we go to $26 rather shortly in the coming months. Literally, the black zone occurs. Maybe the collapse, right? It hits 64 cents, right? And then, but again, you can't trade this. By the way, it happens so fast. Okay, the movements happen quickly. If it does take place, which I think the overnight flip switch will take place. That's why they told us to hold on. Now, I don't know this exact path it will take. Not sure, right? That's like impossible to guess unless you're an insider like Mr. Poole. And then the flip switch happens, right, to 4 digits. I think it's possible, guys.
$10.
Now, from charts, okay, from the regular perspective, it is possible. Exchanges are saying it's possible. What about utility? Is it possible? Just listen to this and it'll all make sense now.
And it took me 24 hours to transfer the money from Bank of England to Santander UK. So I'm not going to tell you what the platform was, you know, what my banks are. It may still be a lot of money for the Philippine question. Ripple is, one of your products is to distribute liquidity through the payments system. So the question is, could there be a run on Ripple? In other words, everybody wants your liquidity. Nobody wants to provide it because there is a scenario where people develop doubts for good reasons or bad about the system.
So let me first clarify what Ripple provides. Ripple doesn't provide liquidity. Ripple provides technologies that allow you to access liquidity that exists in the marketplace.
That's why liquidity is so important, guys, right? It's all about liquidity. Nothing else matters, really. Okay, whoever becomes king of liquidity wins the heart of that new financial system, and that's their goal. Okay, now the reason being is because
in the last 24 hours, the digital asset marketplace traded about $50 billion of liquidity in 24 hours. That includes XRP, but that includes Bitcoin and Ether and what have you. So, you know, could there be a run on digital assets at large? Just the nuance of the question is, Ripple sells technologies. Can there be a run on Ripple? I don't know what that looks like. I mean, I can't really think about that. Could there be a run on digital assets? I don't know. I mean, you know, today again, $50 billion of liquidity, and you know, people are moving liquidity around. You know, for XRP, a settlement happens in 3 seconds.
You guys now understand? The liquidity pools will be so large, guys, that when you move billions and trillions of dollars, it won't even affect the price of XRP. And that's how large the liquidity needs to be for the banks to finally swim around in the pool, or this large sea, shall we say. Now are you guys starting to understand? Right? It's clear as day and as easy as 1, 2, 3. But here's another perspective from Jim Rickards. Trump plans to unlock $150 trillion trust fund hidden for... It's been 161 years. The wealth shift won't be televised. It's flowing into digital assets, commodities, and emerging markets. Do you guys now understand? Right? We're seeing from all these different perspectives that it's possible. Why? Maybe 20 years ago it wouldn't have been. Okay? I understand. But right now, it's possible. The reason being is because you're living in a transitional age. It's a transition period from old to new. For you to be born at this time and living and breathing, right, which is why we should be grateful for this opportunity, is one in a who knows what number, right? Probably a lottery win. You guys realize, right? So that's what's happening right now. But people won't even care.
Established something I call a secret trust for the American people. And for more than a century, this fund has quietly grown, untouched, into a $150 trillion fortune. That's enough.
So there's a secret trust, guys, that's hidden away from the public that people don't know about it. And you know, I didn't either until I think he was a CIA. So he probably knows what he's talking about. And usually, sometimes, right, when they're in these types of agencies, they will never leave them, even though supposedly, let's say you're retired, right? You'll never be 100% out. So they could use him as a person to give people information that's going to be materialized in the future. Okay, because they always say first for everyone to see, and then if you believe it or not, it's all your choice. But they said it first. Right, and it's probably going to happen.
To pay off our entire national debt 4 times over. If you divided it by the number of households in the U.S., it would be enough to turn every American family into a millionaire. Now, this trust should have enriched generations of Americans. That was its intended purpose. Instead, for more than a century, it's remained sealed off from the public. But that's all about to change.
But why was it sealed off in the first place? Right? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because the powers that be. I was gonna say I don't know though, but this is going too deep, guys. Maybe it was because it was sinister, right? It was a sinister plan for it not to be rolled out. But now, since you know the transition phase is occurring, right? There are new guards in town, right? So maybe they want prosperity to reign supreme in this new era, right? This golden age, perhaps.
Thanks to President Trump. You see, for the first time in more than 40 years, the president has the authority to release this secret trust.
There it is, right? He has the authority. He's authorized, guys. The authority. Interesting. So maybe it was that. The trigger is Trump, perhaps?
It's all thanks to a 2024 Supreme Court ruling. That ruling had paved the way for President Trump to unleash this $150 trillion wealth reserve, and he's clearly stated his intentions to do so. Look, if you understand what's coming next, and you take the proper steps today, you could watch your net worth soar in the coming years.
So where's that money going to flow into? Most likely digital assets, right? And yeah, so let's talk about this is where it gets a little bit crazy, guys. Okay, so maybe I'm not too bullish on this coin either, right? I thought I was since they just announced it, but the bear told us, wait a second, hold your horses here. Once upon a time, the bear tweeted about this image, okay, 2019 calendar, and then we see all these coins heading into the altar, the fire, the sacrifice, the sacrifice to be sacrificed. Basically, there's a coin that pops out. What is that logo? Wait a second. Wait, that's literally USAT, USAT logo, right here. You guys see? Wait, that's literally the same exact thing. Let me zoom this in for you guys. Look at this, right? It's different from Tether. Tether's logo is this, an explosion, right? But their new stablecoin USAT is like these two lines that crosses a T here, right? The two lines that crosses the T. Look at this from USAT. Tether involved. I'm gonna follow them so I could make sure to see what's going on. But Tether invented the stablecoin. Now we're bringing it home. Right, meet USAT, the digital dollar for creators, earners, and everyone left behind. Made for America, fast, borderless. Guys, that's literally the same exact logo as the bear. Okay, now it gets a little bit scary. Okay, because this was tweeted 5+ years ago. I don't know if they used the same logo a long time ago, right? But it doesn't even matter because the bear told us that this, whatever this thing is or will be headed into the to become a sacrificial piece. Odd. And it comes back to Tether.
In 2014, Tether created something the world had never seen, the first stablecoin, a digital dollar. For the first time, millions gained fast, borderless access to dollars, not through banks.
It has been good, but you know, it's all been manipulated though. That's the issue.
But through code, USDT changed the way money moves, 24/7, without friction, without permission. Now, we're bringing that same invention home, to the US, to the builders, the creators, the earners, those who've been left behind for far too long. Meet USAT, the stablecoin made for Americans, fast, stable, and backed one.
It's backed. That's what I don't get though, right? It's backed 1-to-1. But the bear is like, no, it doesn't matter if Tether is still backed, or this new Tether stablecoin is backed 1-to-1. I think it's the energy behind Tether's the issue, right? The affiliation of it.
1-to-1 with liquid and stable reserves. Because Tether didn't just invent stablecoins. We built a system to put dollars in your hands, instantly.
So guys, now I'm 50-50 on the matter of USAT. Right, I'm 50-50. The Riddlers are saying perhaps it's still a no-go, but on the other hand, it seems legit. I don't know. So now it's your choice to make it up. For Mr. Poole, to make up your own conclusion here. 913, fire. Is the show about to begin from Donald Trump? The symbol, which means checkmate in chess. So what's about to occur here? We'll see. Now, financial advice. It's getting crazy out here for sure. $1,000 per XRP, hopefully soon. But anyways, that's all for this. See ya.